21st February 2023, Morning Murli, Shanti, BapDada, Madhuban. Sweet children, don't be attracted to anything. Become complete beggars in relation to everything, including your bodies. Content to remember the land of Shiv and the land of Vishnu. Question: in which aspect does the Father, the Lord of the poor, make the poor children the same as himself? Answer: Baba says, just as I am generous hearted and I take everything worth straws and give you the sovereignty, in the same way, although your children are poor, you must become generous hearted. Open a godly university with just a little money. There is no expense in this. If even 3 or 4 people receive good fruit from it, it is great fortune for those who open the center. Simply remain worthy. Never defame the Sadguru under the influence of lust or anger. Shanti. BapDada and Mama. There are 2 mothers, the grandmother and mother. This one is your senior mother, but Jagadamba has become the instrument to look after the children. Shivbaba is the one with many forms. He plays with you and entertains you a great deal. There is a lot of celebration. When a people get engaged, they have a celebration, and before the wedding ceremony, both wear torn clothes and have oil rubbed on them. That custom is taken from here. The father explains to you, children, become complete beggars. If you don't have anything, you will receive everything. Nothing should remain, not even your bodies. Connect your intellects in yoga to only the land of Shiv and the land of Vishnu. Let there be no attraction to anything else. You also definitely have to become pure. Look how much Meera is praised. She was not concerned about the opinion of society. She became so famous because of this purity. She didn't even receive the nectar of knowledge. She just had love for Sri Krishna. She renounced poison in order to go to land of Krishna. Just as a wife sacrificed herself on the funeral pyre of her husband. It wasn't that. By remembering Krishna, Meera went to the land of Krishna. The land of Krishna didn't exist at that time. Meera must have existed around 500 to 700 years ago. She was a very good devotee. That was why she must have taken birth to a good devotee. Her name continues to be remembered so much that Meera was a devotee, whereas all of you became Meeras of knowledge. You have come here to become Sun Dynasty and Moon Dynasty empresses. Although those who are uneducated will at first have to bow down to those who are educated, they will still become empresses. If someone forgets her childhood and lets go of Baba's hand, she could never become an empress. Instead, a lower status would be claimed even among the subjects. She will go to paradise but will claim a lower status. Baba has explained, you should ask those who do devotion what they want. Why do they do devotion of Krishna? They must definitely want to go to his kingdom. But how can they go there? Many people say that they want peace. However, the whole world is peaceless. What would be achieved by just one of you receiving peace? We can make you constantly happy for 21 births. The deities were constantly happy in this Bharat. That kingdom is now being established. Here, it is the kingdom of Maya, and there cannot be peace. The place of peace is separate from the place of happiness. In the land of happiness, everyone is happy. Not a single person is unhappy. Then, in the land of sorrow, not a single person is happy. As are the king and queen, So the subjects all are unhappy. In the land of happiness, even animals don't experience sorrow. The land of peace is separate. It is called the land of nirvana. They say that so and so went to the land of nirvana. However, no one has gone there. If someone went, what did he do before he went? Everyone is still unhappy. There is so much fighting and quarreling. Some say Hindus should leave our country. Some say so and so should leave our country. They are unable to tolerate one another. Now, even the Father says that there are innumerable religions and that they continue to fight. This is why all bodily religions are to be removed. The Father says whichever religion they belong to, I will remove them from bodily religions. In the Golden Age, there is just the one deity religion. Your children have all of this knowledge in your intellects. You should take a picture with you and go and explain to those who are in the stage of retirement. You should go to the temples. You should ask them, Shiv is shown in front of Shankar, and so he must be higher than Shankar. Must he not? If Shankar is God, then what is the need to keep a Shiv Lingam in front of him? Sannyasis call themselves those who have knowledge of the Brahma element. They don't know anything about Shiv. The element is a place of residence. They don't believe that the Brahma element and the great element, means soul world, are one. Okay, if they have knowledge of the Brahma element, why do they call themselves Shiv? They chant the mantra, I am Brahma, I am Shiv. They believe that Shiv and the Brahma element are one and the same. Brahma is a place of residence. People are very confused. Your children now have to become very clever. You can even explain to sannyasis. Some of them who truly belong to the deity religion will also emerge. They will understand this knowledge quickly. Those who were converted 3 or 4 births earlier will not emerge that quickly. Those who have been converted recently will emerge quickly. Baba has that attraction. The Father is the magnet and souls are needles. The needles have now become rusty. How can a rusty needle go up above? Its wings are broken. Anything that is rusty is put in paraffin. Baba removes everyone's rust with the nectar of knowledge. Then we will become real gold. From lords of stone, you are now becoming lords of divinity. Bharat was the land of divinity. Look how expensive gold has become nowadays. There it will be very cheap. Bharat, that has now become the land of stone, will once again become the land of divinity. Our intellects continue to rotate the cycle. Only when your intellects rotate the cycle throughout the day will you become the kings and queens who rule the globe. No one in the world knows those things. You know that those who rule in the golden age take 84 births. Then those who come in the silver age will definitely have fewer births. There is a vast difference between 84 births and 8.4 million births. The duration of each cycle would then also have to be that long so that they could take that many births. All of those things are lies. Always give them a picture first. You must never ask for money. It is your duty to give to them. If they want to give you something, they will give it voluntarily. If they ask you the price of something, tell them Baba is the Lord of the poor. This is distributed free to those who are poor. But wealthy ones can give as much as they want so that we can print more. We don't use the money for our personal use. Whatever we receive is used to serve people. Only the wealthy would build pilgrims, rest houses, etc. Here, even the poor can open centers. There is no expense in this. For instance, Some ask, should I open a center? Should I open this godly university? Then, if even 3 or 4 receive good fruit from this godly university, it would be great fortune for those who open the center. You have to be generous hearted, and thus look how generous Baba is. He takes straws from you and gives you the sovereignty. Only worthy children can do Baba's service. What would unworthy ones do? The Father would not give an inheritance to those who are unworthy. You have to reveal the Sadguru. If you become lustful or angry, it means you have defamed the Sadguru. You won't then be able to claim a status. You have to be very cautious. The Father says you have been receiving inheritances of poison from your fathers and husbands. Now, this father and husband from beyond is giving you the inheritance of nectar. You have to give the knowledge of the Creator and creation to those of all religions. He means Creator resides in the land of peace. By remembering Him, you can claim the inheritance of peace. By claiming your inheritance, your sins will be absolved and you will go to Him. This knowledge is for those of all religions. Thus things are completely new. Scriptures belong to the path of devotion. To wander from door to door, to feed Brahmin priest, and to go on pilgrimages are all devotion. Here, your boat can go across with just this knowledge. There is no need to go anywhere else. Therefore, sweetest children, you are now going to heaven. Those who drink poison will definitely create obstacles because the people of the whole world are deceitful. Look, there is no purity in Bharat, and so people continue to stumble around. They cause so much upheaval and continue to go on strike. They cause so many problems for the government. The government tells them clearly, where can we get money to cover all these expenses? Then people say, you all enjoy yourselves and continue to accumulate money. What crime have we committed? We need more pay. They hold strikes, and so business thereby comes to a standstill. All of this has to happen. Sometimes you won't be able to get vegetables. Sometimes you won't be able to get milk. There will be conflict everywhere. After all of this upheavals, there will be peace. Arjuna was given visions of destruction and the land of Vishnu. You too are now having those visions. Look in the same places when they don't have rain, they create sacrificial fires. In some places when there is a lot of upheaval, they create a sacrificial fire for peace there. However, only the one God is peaceful. Only when He comes can He donate peace. That one alone is the best ever. Look how beloved you children are. After many births, you have come and meet Baba at the end. So, now claim your full fortune. Children are called Tulput, means as sweet as Toli. Baba feeds you sweet Toli. That is a physical sweet, whereas this is a spiritual sweet that the spiritual father gives. To remain soul conscious is very high destination. It requires effort. Baba says you have to remain soul conscious for 8 hours. Then you may work for your livelihood. Stay awake at night and you will be able to experience very good love. There is an income in that. O children who are conquerors of sleep, remember me, your father. In every breath, churn the ocean of knowledge. Your sins will be absolved to the extent that you stay in yoga. Day and night, you will earn an income according to how much you churn the ocean of knowledge. However, there is a lot of service to do. If you ask Baba, Baba would say, just sit there, continue to rest. There is no need to ask, did Baba think about the opinion of society? And people? He thought I am receiving the sovereignty and so I should kick this aside. However, yes, each one has his own part. Each one's karmic bondages are individual. If you have money, you can use that money in a worthwhile way for doing spiritual service. Your children understand that there definitely are obstacles on this path of knowledge because there is the question of purity. All of those who come to establish a religion definitely have to be pure. At this time, people are very dirty and impure. They create many obstacles. They even make false allegations. You mustn't be afraid of those things. No matter what happens, you mustn't become afraid. All of those allegations were also made 5000 years ago. There will be allegations made now too. They make up many false stories. When someone doesn't receive a good response, he creates upheaval. Gradually, even sannyasis and saints, etc., and those of all religions will come here. Everyone definitely has to take the Father's knowledge. All of these pictures will go everywhere in the world. Never become angry and debate with anyone. Even though someone defames you, you mustn't become angry. Your children should become refreshed and do service. Day by day, the laws and regulations will continue to improve. The laws and regulations of the world will continue to become worse because the world is continuing to become Tamapradhan. We are becoming Satapradhan. Acha, your children are Rajrishis. You would say that you are now doing tapasya in order to go into the stage of retirement. No human being would have the wisdom to give such a response. Those people don't even understand that the stage of retirement is being beyond sound. You say that you are Rajrishis and that you are doing tapasya in order to receive liberation in life. The one who is teaching you is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the ocean of knowledge from beyond. If Mother sit and explain in this way, everyone will be amazed. Tell them the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul from beyond is teaching us in order to enable us to claim a high status in the future. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, even if someone defames you, you mustn't become angry. Never debate with anyone. Refresh yourselves and then do service. Second point, become a conqueror of sleep. Stay awake at night and remember the Father and churn knowledge. Practice remaining soul conscious. Blessing. Instead of becoming separated means viyogi. May you be cooperative means sahayogi and an easy yogi means sahas yogi. By not waiting means intazar, but by being prepared means intazam. Explanation. Some children wait and think, when that one stops this, I will then stop. When that one doesn't have conflict, I will become free. However, it isn't like that. These obstacles of Maya and test papers have to come from time to time in different forms. So, do not wait by thinking if that person passes or if the situation passes. No. Think, I have to pass. Make preparations for this. Move along with the support of the finger of Srimad and become cooperative and so an easy yogi. Do not sometimes be cooperative and sometimes become separated. Slogan. To increase the zeal and enthusiasm of many souls, with your zeal and enthusiasm is to do real service. Om Shanti